Watch this video before you guys go on your date, please, because the last thing that I want you guys to run into is getting robbed on your date, or the girl you're on a date with saying that she doesn't feel good because she wants an excuse to go home and block your ass so you guys never see each other again. This isn't a video on what cologne that you should put on so that you smell good. This is not one of those videos. This video is actually the most important thing that you can learn as a man before you go out and you take a woman on a date. I was talking to this girl, right? I never thought that it would get too serious. I never thought that we would step out in public. I never thought that it would go that far, but it ended up going that far. So I think on our second date, when we went out, we went to Coachella, right? Things are going really good. Things are going really smooth. Now, she was older than me, so she had a higher expectation as the type of man that I was. Until I decided to let my guard down just a little bit. I was at a festival, there was a lot going on. I wanted a drink. I started drinking, I started feeling it a little more, the vibe was cool, everybody was drunk. I thought I could let loose just a little bit more, so I started drinking a little bit more. And you guys know that I don't really like to drink, but I also have a really big ego. So it's like the two, they don't go good together. I say I like to tell people I'm not drunk, I like to tell people I'm fine, but really the whole room is spinning. But I still felt fine, I still felt okay. It completely slipped my mind that we were at a rave. My friend gave me the water bottle, right? Telling me that it was water. So I took a drink of the water, not knowing that the water was spiked with the substance. So before I even knew, before I was even able to realize what was going on, I was on my ass. As a grown ass man, I was cross, right? On my ass, I could not even stand straight. I was literally falling on the floor, falling into the bushes, looking like a complete idiot. It was so bad that the girl that I was with sobered up, and she started to realize what was going on. She started to realize what a fool I was making out of myself. And for the first time out of the weeks that we had been talking, I seen the disgust in her eyes. She wanted to leave me then and there. And as soon as I seen that look, I snapped back into it. And I had to reassure and calm the situation down. It's a good thing that I could do that. But most people can't do that. Most people don't understand how important composure is. Because I could see it in her eyes that I really wasn't the man that she had built up in her head that I assumed to be. The words that I speak were too intelligent for me to be acting this way. The way that I act, the way that I conversate, the way that I walk in a room with my head held high, the way that I work hard in the gym and outside of the gym, the intensity that I walk into a room with, all of that was out the window once she seen this side of me. And to her defense, she was completely right. See, a lot of you guys are going on this date and you're worried about the wrong things. You're worried about how white your teeth should look when you go on the date. And yes, these are important things that you should worry about. But you see, where I went wrong wasn't all the finer things. It was the things internally. When you're with a woman who's looking for a real man, the internal, who you are as a person, who you are as a leader, but you fail to hold your composure. A lot of you guys are running out, getting drunk like a little white girl, running around the street, lost, your head is spinning, saying stupid things, getting into fights, doing the absolute most, doing the unnecessary. And yes, is there a time and a place to do these things? Absolutely. Everybody has to let loose every now and then. But you have to remember, as a man, you have a role to fulfill. And that is to protect and to provide, to lead, to be confident, to be assertive, to be intelligent. What do people perceive you as when you let this composure fold in real time, in front of other eyes, in public? You're a completely different person. What do you think these people think of you now? They think that everything that you said in private, everything that you built yourself up to be is a fraud. Everything matters, guys. Who you are as a man matters. What you stand for matters. Your values and your morals, your ambition, all of these things matter. You must hold your composure as a man. It is 2026. Men crave masculinity the most. That is number one on the list. It's not skin color, it's not height. These are things that they just say on the internet, but this is false. It's not the way you look even necessarily. These things matter, but they're not number one on the list. Number one on the list right now in 2026, women crave a masculine man. They want masculinity back. They want to be put in their place. Too many women are masculine now because men are failing to live up to that role, and they are now a lot more feminine than they used to be. So when they find a masculine man, this puts you on the top of the top of the top of the pick of the litter. You are a rare breed. You are a rare thing. And this is what women crave the most. They crave it. It is internal. It is in their DNA. Their mom went for a masculine man. Their grandma went for a masculine man. And the generations down, all the way down, it is encoded, it is encrypted in them to crave a certain aspect, a certain thing that is within a man. And a lot of you guys fail to have that. As a man, you must hold your composure. Everything matters. The internal matters. Women have been on so many dates, they've talked to so many men, they get so many DMs, they've had so many conversations, they have so much experience even at a young age, that if you walk up to them, you are not who you really say you are, they could smell that. They know, they could see through these things. If she's a woman of some type of substance, and she actually understands the game, and she's not just a bimbo, an idiot, which is what most of you guys have. That's why you keep lying to this girl. She keeps believing in you. But the ones that you actually want to take serious, the ones that you actually want to take in a long term, they can see through these things. They know. So there's no point in lying. You must work and develop yourself to be able to acquire these and keep these types of women. So when you're outside in public, you must hold this masculine frame. You must keep this composure, right? Everything matters. First, it starts in here, your heart, who you are as a man, what you stand for. These things matter first. That all comes down into the composure thing. That's one. Two, another thing that matters is your frame, your masculine frame as a whole. Do you go to the gym? Do you work out? Do you take care of yourself? Because yeah, you did maybe just enough to obtain the woman. Congratulations, you got her to say yes to go on a date with you. But are you a man that can actually attract and keep these things? Ask yourself how you got her. Are you a man with a frame and a stature that actually looks like a leader, that actually looks like someone that should be taken seriously, that actually looks like somebody that she would be proud to take to her parents, to take around her friends, someone that is a flex? Are you a flex physically? And if you're not, these are things that we can work on. These are things that you should have thought of before the date. Lastly, how are you financially? How are you spiritually? How are you mentally? What is your fortitude? Do you have anything that you could bring a woman to? Do you have a garden that a woman can plant flowers on? Do you have a house that a woman can come and hang the portraits and the pictures up and cook food in the house? Do you have these things established? Are you actually capable of going on this date with her and paying for it without having to look at your bank account? If we're not in that position, we should not be dating. And you have to be cognitive of this. And you have to be honest with this. And you have to be real with this. You have to make it very apparent. Mentally, can you even handle a woman? Can you even handle the shit testing that she's constantly going to hit you with tonight? Do you have responses to these things? If you're not in the position physically, mentally, financially, can you respond to these? Do you have an answer to these things? Not like you need to explain yourself, but do you have a reason as to why you're not exactly where you need to be? And do you look like somebody who can actually get there? Somebody with potential, ambition, drive, a career. You're in school for a career. Something. Do you do anything? And lastly, something that's very, very, very important. I want you to consider this last point too before you go on this date. How did you get her? Does she like you more than you like her? These things are important to think about. Especially this last one. This last one is very important to think about. You want to go out with the girl who likes you, because then she's willing to put up with all the little bullshit that a girl who you chased, that you hollered at, won't be able to put up with. This has nothing to do with how fat her ass is or how nice of a person she is. This has nothing to do with that. Does this woman like you? Does she like you more than you like her? These things are important. Does she look up to you as a role model? Even if you don't have all the other things on the list, this is potentially the most important. If she likes you that much, she is willing to see through all the other bullshit. She's willing to see through all the other shit. And she knows that he may not be there, but I like him so much. I see potential in this man. So I'm going to invest into him, meaning time, sometimes finances if she has money. And she's just willing to invest in you as a whole, as a leader, that he's not there yet, but he will get there. That is very important, because a lot of girls don't really care about that. A lot of girls want the guy who's already made it. A lot of girls aren't willing to sit there and build with the man who's not there yet. It's too risky. Women want safety. So if she really does like you like that, and she's willing to see through all the other things, you're in for a good date. You don't really have to worry about too much. And you're in a really good position, but you could still fuck this up by not holding your composure, and by not being in the position to even attain a girl, just in general. This is why I tell you guys to go in the gym. This is why I tell you guys to take care of yourself. This is why I tell you guys to go out and live real life experiences. So when it comes down to this stuff, you don't really have to think about it anymore. I don't have to sit there and think about, oh, how can I front that I'm the coolest person ever? I am the coolest person ever. Why? Because I have real life experiences at such a young age that just make me interesting, that just give me aura, that just make me somebody worth knowing. How many times I went into the fire and walked out still alive, walked out with my legs and my arms, and I'm still not burnt, still handsome, still attractive, still working on myself, still hopeful. My fire is still lit. Still believing in God. Every day that I wake up, I find a new reason to keep going, and that is inspiring to a woman. You need to be an inspiration. These things matter, guys. These are things you should be considering before the first date, before just dating a woman as a whole. You need to understand the responsibility that comes with your role. But if you already got her and you're already going on the date, just try your best to hold your composure. Don't overdo it, just hold the masculine frame. That's it. Don't do too much, don't do too little. Find a sweet spot where you can still be you, but you're also allowing the woman to know that you are a leader. Don't go out here and do the same mistakes I did, getting drunk like a little white girl, running around la-di-da-da, head loose, saying stupid things, talking about other girls, trying to manipulate her at the first. Don't do too much. Just hold your frame and let her speak. I don't necessarily like talking about women in all of my videos, but I thought I would do this one considering dating is in the program. So if you guys like what I did here, like, comment, and subscribe, and support my channel. Click the link down below so we can set you up on a one-on-one consultation call to make you that undeniable man. Follow the Instagram, right? Support my stuff so I know that this is what you like. If not, I will continue to do the other videos as well. Or I'll continue to do, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, actually. I take that back. So I'm out, you guys. Have a good night.